Like we said before, when we were handling solving of the equation with fraction. Now, in our last class, we handled the one that is very plain. And then today we are going to look at when it has to do with word problems, what we've been hearing. And we are going to have two, and if there will be time, we can have up to 3 examples for that. Let's start with the question number 1 so that we use it to do that. This is question 1. Now, the question is, an isosceles triangle has 2 long sides. 2 long sides and 1 short side. The short side is half. Don't forget, the short side is half. Have the length of a long side, 1 long side. So, if the perimeter of the triangle is 15 centimeters, find the length of the short side. Wow, we don't even know how to do it. We are going to form equation. Because if you can remember the property of a right angle triangle, 2 sides are always equal. It means this side and this side are longer than this side. It has 3 sides anyway, but 2 sides are always equal. It means the other 2 sides will be longer than one of the sides. So the question is, how are we going to get this? So what we have to do first is to find the length of the long side. Find the length of from here to here, which will be the same with from here to here. So it also means that they say from here to here will be equal to from here to here. But from here to here will be half of it. That's what we mean. Let's bring it out in equation. Let's move up to another step to explain this little challenge. So we have to form an equation. Form your equation. Isosceles triangle has 3 sides. Then 1, the 2, which is the 2, this is the 2, this one is equal to this one. But the other one is supposed to be equal, but it cannot be because it doesn't say so. In isosceles triangle, one side must be smaller than the other 2. So in this case, check the question. Say it is half. The short side is half. So even if we move and say A here also, we have to divide that by 2. That's what we are trying to do. So if we divide that by 2, equate it to the perimeter. Equate it to the perimeter, which is 15. Equate it to the perimeter. Let's go and equate it there in the question. Look up that way. It means when we add this to this plus this, I only want to use A, but don't mistake it. It is A is not 9. If we add this to this, it's supposed to give us 15. That is an equation there. And we can still make it a fraction if we like. So what does that mean? This is a big challenge on us. We don't know how to go about it, but let's see how we can do that. It's as simple as ABC. A plus A is going to be that one. We are looking for the length of the 2 sides first. A plus A is going to be 2A plus A over 2, which is supposed to be the length for the short side. It's divided by 2 because it's a half. So A all over 2. We will still go to this side of the equation, but let's look for something here. So what are we going to do now? We can make this one also a fraction because we are doing fraction now. So don't forget, we will bring down this one, we will work with it, but let's find this other area first. this other problem by finding the LCM. Find the LCM of 1 and 2. LCM of 1 and 2. So let me put here so that you know there is LCM there, which you are going to find of 1 and 2. That is what we are saying. Finding the LCM of 1 and 2. So let's do it as we were taught already. LCM of 1 and 2 is 2. Now 2 into 1. 1 into 2, how many times? It's going to be 2 times. 2 times. That 2 times, the time that you have 2 here, times this other 2. So, what that simply means is that you are going to multiply this 1 into 2, 2 times 2a is going to be 4a. Plus 2 into 2, how many times? 1. Any number you divide by itself is 1. Any number divided by itself is 1. So 2 into 2 is 1. 1 times a is a. Wow, that is that. That is that. So we have now reached that equation. So we are going to bring down this one. The whole of this. We are taking it back here. So to continue with our equation. So in that case, remember in our calculation of the other time we said cross multiply. So we are going to do cross multiplication there. Cross multiply, which is going to give us 4a plus a all over 2 equals to 15 over 1. Let's do our simple cross multiplication. As you know already, this one is very simple. This one cross multiplied by that. So, what does that mean? If we do the cross multiplication very well, what does it simply mean? It means that we are going to do it in a way that will be very interesting. Now, multiply this all through with this. Multiply this all through. What will you have? But before you do that multiplication, what if we just add this to this and have 5a at once? 5a. So that we will just move ahead. 5a all over 2 equals to 15 all over 1. So you do your cross multiplication. When you do it very well, you will come to see something. (5a) times 1 is going to be 5a equals to 2 times 2 times this is going to give you 30. Don't forget, 2 times that is going to give you 30. So remember what we always say. What we always say is that they could find the coefficient of a here, which is going to be 5a over 5 equals to, divide both sides by coefficients of a. It's going to give you 30 all over 5 also. This cancels that. A remains on its own. While this cancels that, you now have your 6. So that's the value for that aspect now. So if that's the value for the long side, you can conveniently use the value for the long side of that to know the other side of it. I don't know whether you have it. You understand what we are saying? So if you put a in this equation, if you put 6 in this equation, it has to give you this. It It has to give you that. So you are actually looking for, you have to find the length of the short side. That is it. First of all, find the length of the other two before you know the length of the short side. So we have arrived at the value of A, which is 6. So even if you put them here, you will still have your 15. Let's do the checking before we go into the main thing. By the time we finish checking, you know the value already, the length of the other side. So check. A plus A over 2 should give you 15. Let's see if it is so. The value of A, wherever you see A, you put 6. 6 plus 6 plus another 6, but this time around divided by 2. Have you seen that? 6 plus 6 is what? 6 plus 6. What do you have? 6 plus 6 is what? 12. 12 plus 6 is what? 12 plus 6 is what? 18. So if 12 plus 6 is 18, before you do that, you don't just add it to 6. Divide this one. So this one will now be 6 plus 6 plus 3. 6 plus 6 is what? 12. 12 plus 3, 15. 15 is the answer. The equation is balanced already. So you now know it's 15 that we have there. So the question was, now you know that the length of the other side, come back to the equation, come back to the diagram so that you know it by yourself. It means in this diagram, the length of this side is equals to 6. The length of this side is equals to also 6. So now the length of this side is what? Is 3. Because it's a half. Don't forget, half. So if you want to know the length of the other side, we have already found it by dividing this side by 3, by 2 to have that 3. So the length of the short side is 3. Short side. Equals to 3 cm. Now you have done your check already. You know the length. This is the length of the long side. This is the length of the short side. Remember the equation says the two long sides and the one short side. We have found the two long side to be if this 6 equal. This side is equal to this side, which has already given us 6 centimeters. Now they say one of the side, which is supposed to be just 1, should be divided. Is half of the other side. So you just divide this one by either this one by 2 or this one by 2. You still have this. So the answer is very clear in this equation and this kind of concept. I just hope in this kind of question, this kind of problem, you don't really need a teacher so much. You can teach yourself. When you arrive at your answer, a mere checking will help you to know that the equation is balanced. But if it doesn't balance, it means you need to start afresh. But don't worry. Don't be lazy. When you get it wrong, you relax. Don't relax. You have to spearhead, persevere, work harder so that you get it again. That's one thing in mathematics. When you work it, you may not get it at first. Finally, you will get the answer. And this one is teach yourself method. See you again in our next example when we want to handle another word problem. Thank you.